What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up OBS fast and easy. This is for all the beginners out there that just want to get up and set up and that are having a hard time with video settings and stuff like that. So if you guys find these videos helpful, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get right into it. Okay, first off, you guys, you're going to have to download OBS for Windows. I'm going to go ahead and set the link in the description for that. So head over to OBS and get it downloaded. And then once you got it downloaded, go ahead and open it up. Now, don't pay any attention to my stuff, because I already have a bunch of stuff on here. But when you guys start in here, you're going to have your scenes section down to the left and your sources right here just to the right of scenes. These are going to be empty. These are going to be blank. The first thing I want you guys to do, which helped me out a lot, is head up to File, go to Settings, head over to Audio, and disable all of your audios on here. Disable all of them. We're going to put those in independently. So your desktop audio, disable your desktop audio 2, disable your mics, disable everything on here, and then hit apply, and then okay. So first what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the scene section. Now you're going to have a default one in here already. You can just basically right click on it and rename it, or you can start a whole new one by hitting the plus sign here, and then that's going to add a new scene. All right, so here we are in the new scene that we've marked test. Now I already added a couple sources in here so you guys can actually hear me. So these source sections are going to be blank. So what you're going to want to do is hit the plus sign. So to make this super simple, all we're going to do is add your mic, your audio, your desktop audio, your cam, and your gaming software. We're going to just do 4 simple things to get you guys up and going on YouTube. So first thing you're going to want to do is hit your mic properties right here. So double click on mic. It's going to, you can rename your mic to anything you want. Rename it to whatever you want. Hit OK. And then what you're going to do up here is check the one that you have. Mine is the HyperX Quadcast. You click that and then hit OK. I already have a mic on here. So basically I'm just going to delete that one. So I already have a mic on here. And then you're going to want to do audio out. So hit the plus sign again, and then you're going to hit the little audio output capture here. This is going to be your desktop audio. This is going to be all the audio from your game. So double click on that. Like I said, you can recreate the name on that. I'm not going to. Hit OK. And then what you're going to do here is go to whatever your speakers you're using. So if you're using just regular Windows, you're going to just do your speakers. If you're using headphones, use your headphones. So we'll go ahead and cancel that one because I don't need it. Next thing you're going to do, let me just delete that. Next thing you're going to do is don't worry about the display capture. I'm only doing this so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is just a display of your desktop. What you're going to do next is hit the plus sign. Then you're going to hit game capture. So head on over to game capture. And like I said, you can rename this to whatever you want. You can rename every source to whatever you want. So hit OK. And then there's a few options here. You can capture any full screen application. So anything that's in full screen application, it's going to show up. Or you could do a capture a specific window or capture a foreground window with hotkey. I do the capture specific window. So if you hit capture with specific window, you've got another drop down here that asks you what you want. So if let's say you have something running, right? You can it'll actually show up. So when I start my Fortnite games, Fortnite will show up right here in the options. So make sure Fortnite is running first, and then you'll hit it right there. I'll show you real quick. Let me start Fortnite up real quick. All right, so we are in the game capture here. We're gonna go ahead and capture a specific window, and we should see Fortnite right in here. Here it is, Fortnite. We'll click on that. You don't have to double click, I did. Click on it and hit OK, and there you guys go. Now you have Fortnite running in your screen. Now, if you guys want to do other like layouts and stuff and different backgrounds and if you guys want different things like my intermission screen, you can actually resize this and put this anywhere you want. So it's very customizable, but we're just doing this for the simple fact. So once you got your game up here, next we're gonna do is we're gonna get the cam in here. So what you're gonna want to do is hit the plus sign again here in sources, and then pick your video capture device. So whatever webcam you have up, you just click that. You can name your cam to whatever you want. Click OK. And then down here, it's going to show you which options for your camera. I have the HD Pro webcam C920. I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to go down here to resolution. I'm going to go to a custom resolution. It is a 1080p camera. I'm going to go down to 1080p. We really don't have to mess around with anything other than that. So video format, any. We'll do the highest FPS possible and hit OK. So the only reason why mine's not popping up right now is because I have it in open in other stuff. If you're doing this for the first time, your camera should pop up. If it doesn't pop up, try to go into your camera settings somewhere else and see what's going on. All right, so I just pasted my camera settings from my other one. I just copied it from my cam only. So here we go. You can put your camera anywhere you want. You can size it to whatever you want. Put it right down in here. You guys can get overlays from other websites, and we'll do that on a different video. But this is pretty much it, you guys. You got the game in the background. You got your webcam here. You're ready to start playing. Now you're gonna ask, well, how do I start streaming? All right, let's go into a few settings real quick, and then we'll get into that. All right, so we're back into OBS. Now, before you guys get started, what I want you guys to do is head on over to speedtest.net. Go ahead and hit this little go button right here. This is going to show you your internet speed, how fast your download is and how fast your upload is. We're going to set your bitrate accordingly to whatever your upload is. So right now I am pushing right about 470 Mbps, 470, not bad. And my upload is going to be what determines the stream. So 11 upload is pretty good. YouTube and Twitch, I believe, have a cap of 8 to 10, I believe. So I'm going to show you how to do that on OBS. Because what that's going to do, it's going to have a better quality and less stuttering. All right, so go back to OBS, and what you're going to want to do is hit File, Settings. Now we're going to go ahead and go down to Output. I'll discuss these two here in just a minute, but we're going to go to Output. We're going to concentrate only on streaming, you guys. You guys just want to be streamers. We'll look at some recording stuff later. This is for simply recording like I'm doing now. So if we go to stream, it's not going to let me do a whole lot right now because I'm actually recording right now, so I'm not going to be able to change any of this. But you're going to want to leave your audio tracks alone. We'll get into that later. You can actually set different tracks for when you're rendering and editing. But your encoder, this all depends on what system you're using. If you're using an NVIDIA graphics card, use the NVIDIA NVENC H264. Leave your rescale output alone. Don't check that. Now your rate control, you can choose CBR, CQP, VBR, lossless. I'm not sure entirely what all these mean, but I use CBR. Now this is your bit rate. This is where your internet speed is going to come into hand. You saw my upload speed was 11. I put mine at 8,000 kbps bit rate, which is a pretty nice high bit rate. There's going to be not very much buffering. It's going to run smooth on an 11 upload speed. So if you guys are running like a 5, drop this down to about 4,500 kbps. It's just going to help your guys' stream run a lot smoother. Keyframe intervals, you want 0. Preset, you want this all depends on your hardware. If you have like a really good computer, hit that up to quality. If you're mediocre computer, not the best, try performance, and that'll also help your computer run a lot better, or your stream. So I would recommend a lot of you guys with the lower end computers to do the performance. Profile high. This is, I'm not even sure what it is. I just leave it high. Look ahead, I have checked off. I did have checked on before, but I did notice with my flight sim videos, it did stutter with this checked. So everything seems to be fine with look ahead not checked. I'm not even sure really what it does. Some sort of dynamic B-frames. Psycho visual tuning, I have checked. GPU, I have 0, and max B-frames, I have set at 2. So just use these if you guys are using an NVIDIA card. These are pretty good settings. You can't really go wrong. So next up, we have the stream. So if you guys are streaming at YouTube, what you're going to want to do is check your service, click YouTube, and then right here, you're going to click primary YouTube server, latency or whatever. And then you're going to put in a stream key. So let me show you guys where to find your stream key on YouTube. All right, so when you guys are in YouTube, what you're going to want to do is when you go live, it'll take you to this screen right here. And this is where you set up all your information to go live. All right, so what you're going to do right here is you have a stream key right here under stream settings. It's going to be the first page. So I'm not going to show you mine because you guys could steal my stuff. But what you do is you check this little eyeball here. You copy and paste this right here, the stream key. You go back to OBS and you paste it into this right here. Then you hit apply and then you hit OK. And then you guys are going to be good to go. Okay, so back into settings, we're going to check out the video settings. On the base canvas resolution, whatever you're playing at, like your monitor, put in the base resolution that you have. If you have a 1080p monitor, or 720, 2K, 4K, whatever, put it in here. Now you're gonna output rescale. I rescale down to 1920 by 1080. If you're running a 2K, I would highly recommend to scale it down because you're gonna have a better performance by scaling it down. Your downscale filter, you want the lane coast, sharpening scale 36 samples. Those seem to do the best. And then you want your FPS value to be at 60. Like I said, this is under video. That's really all you guys have to worry about right now. This should get you guys up and going. So when you have all that set, you're gonna hit apply and then okay. And then when you guys are ready to stream, you're gonna go back to your YouTube. You're gonna get ready. What I do is a double screen. That way I can see what I'm doing. You're gonna go ahead and hit start streaming. And then on your YouTube, you're gonna have a little button up here that should say live, and then you'll have something over here that says excellent condition or whatnot. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, guys. And like I said, you can turn all this stuff on and off with these little eyeballs over here. So if you want your game capture to come back on, you just click that and then your cam, and then you're back ready to go. So if you're trying to switch a transition, you can just turn that back off, and then we'll get into transitions later. We'll see how good this video does. If you guys want some help on getting some of those stinger transitions that I do, like this one right here, that's a stinger transition, how it goes into that. And then we've got all these different overlays and stuff that I can teach you guys how to put in. And then just like this down in YouTube, I have my camera here, which the camera is way too big, but I actually have that because of my green screen. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so you can create each scene down here for different transitions, but we're just focusing on this. Is the only one you guys are going to need to start streaming. I wouldn't worry about transitioning anything else later on. When you really start getting into it and you're starting to get a couple of viewers, starting to get a lot of good feedback, then you guys can dip into buying some overlays and all that kind of stuff. So all right, so when you get all the sources in here, you guys are gonna have an audio mixer over here. So with your cam, mic, and desktop audio, you can adjust all that independently. So you can have your game volume to whatever you want. If it's too loud, you can turn it down. If your mic is too loud, you can turn it down here. We'll go into another in-depth video about your audio settings on the mic. If you hit your little cog wheel down here, go to advanced settings, and then you have your mic right here. You can actually hear yourself by hitting the mute output. Monitor only, mute output, there's going to have an echo, but you guys can test yourself on how the mic sounds that way. But don't leave it like that on your stream because it'll be really annoying. So go ahead and put it back to monitor off, close that. And that's really it with the audio mixer. We'll go in more depth with that later. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe, that's going to help us out. I'm going to do more of these videos. We got some more unboxings coming up. Like I said, I got that mic review that I did the other day. We're going to give that mic away to somebody lucky. So you guys are getting into streaming. Make sure you guys pay attention to the YouTubes, and then we'll get that underway. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good night. We'll see you later.